Here we are, the OC Dudes podcast. Jason Delgado, film critic, and Joser, bobblehead collector, and yeah, we talk all kinds of things: sports, movies, life, trivia. How's it going, Jose?
Life stuff. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How's it going? It's warm, dude. It's been a little warm the past maybe about a good week or so.
Yeah, I like it. I like starting to feel like summer. It reminds me of Comic-Con.
Yeah, I think I remember you saying that you like this. I don't.
Yeah.
I prefer it be a little cold because I could just throw on a hoodie and I'm good to go. And if you're in the heat, if you don't have AC in your home, it's like it's crappy, man.
Yeah, no AC here. We have fans if we need it.
Yeah. Um all right, dude. Well, unless you have something real quick, I wanted to tell you or ask you a question. Is it something you want to say first or no?
Uh,
All right, so let's get into this thing that I wanted to ask you about. I want to ask you about just things, something you could think of that we used to be able to do as younger humans that we really can't do today, or that we won't do today. It could be as kids or teenagers, maybe even into your 20s, just something that we used to be able to do that you just won't or can't do today. Anything that comes to mind?
Video games.
Video game, but video games, you could do it.
I could do it, but I don't.
You just won't do it.
Yeah.
I guess that works. That works. Anything else you could think of?
What else?
How about
Suicides from basketball
oh
practice.
my god. yeah. I put down sports, so sports in general, really. Um, you know, we can't do them the way we once did.
No. Yeah.
Just get up and go. How many games did we play at your house when I would come over there?
It was like almost every day.
Almost every day, and who
For
knows
hours.
how many hours. And we would also practice at school and play games at school, and yep, that's one we can't do now. How about just climbing trees?
Never my thing, but yeah, I wouldn't do that today.
You wouldn't do it today. You just wouldn't do it. Maybe you could do it, but you won't. I won't do it. There's no need. Hell no. What about? And I know you have a kid, but like, if you didn't, what about like going to Chuck E. Cheese?
Well, I still do that with him.
Yeah, but if you didn't have your kid,
Oh no, that'd be too weird. Man.
it'd be too weird. It's something you wouldn't do. It'd be like going to Legoland.
Yeah. Wait,
Although you almost tried that once.
Did I was just out there. Me and him. We went to the water park Sunday. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. It was hot, wasn't it?
It was hotter Sunday? On Saturday. Saturday was hotter.
Saturday. Yeah, Saturday was hot.
But Sunday was still hot, so yeah, it worked out.
All right. What else? Let's see. What about trick-or-treating?
Trick-or-treating?
You can't really do it as an adult. It's weird.
No. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, dude, if you go right up to a door and knock and say trick-or-treat, they're gonna look at you funny.
Yeah. I remember me, my friend Jess, and another friend. We were like 25, and we all went trick-or-treating.
And
we had fun, and people looked at us weird and stuff. But
but they still gave you candy, huh?
Some did, some didn't. Yeah.
Oh, some didn't?
No, some didn't.
Yeah. See, that one could be a little old, right. Exactly. What about just eating like limitless and not worrying about weight or sugars or whatever the hell else we worry about today?
Yeah, you could do that back then. Yeah. That's true.
Anything you wanted. It's like candy bars. Who
Anything. Oh
cares?
yeah, yeah.
Sodas and anything we wanted to. Now
Hot,
you gotta chill
hot
out on that.
sauce. Hot
Hot
sauce.
sauce.
Oh,
Yep.
my eyes would turn red. But
Yep. That was another
well,
one.
yeah.
Um. What about the joy of Christmas in the morning? You remember that waking up
Oh
as a
yeah, yeah,
kid?
yeah. Oh yeah.
We don't
Good
get that no
morning.
more. I don't have kids, but as an adult, I don't get that feeling anymore. You might get it for your son in a way, but you personally
Yeah,
don't get that anymore.
yeah. I get that from my son, which is better than for me. Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll
To, to,
never get to feel that again.
yeah, that's true.
That was a fun thing. Get up in the morning, see what you got.
Yeah.
Uh,
What
skateboarding or
what
bikes.
what was your favorite gift when
My
you were a
favorite
kid?
gift was my Nintendo, man.
Yeah, yeah.
That's an easy one for me because
Oh yeah,
I just remember that morning and getting that thing, getting to open it up. I was so pumped. I was like, "Hell, Super Mario Brothers, man, let's go!" You
yeah,
know. And my neighbor had it across the street. He had it, and so I would go play over there. And when I got my own, man, that's the
yeah,
best thing I ever got.
yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, same thing, but I had the fancy Nintendo set, the one that had the pad where you would run on it for like the track and field game, and
Yeah.
it was like the Wii way before that was even there. You do
Hmm.
those, yeah,
Yeah, we've talked about how that thing was just like ahead of its time.
yeah,
Yeah. And as I mentioned bike and skateboards. That's another thing. I'm not getting on a skateboard right now, dude. Like, come on. If I
yeah.
fall off that thing, I won't get up. And back then
Break
we would
your hip.
skateboard. Yeah, easy. Back then we would skateboard all the way to oops, sorry. We would skateboard all the way to Corner Lanes. Remember Corner Lanes?
Yeah, Kona Lanes, the arcade, bowling alley. Yeah,
Yeah, and I mean, you know where I lived and that was good little skateboard all the way over there. So
yeah,
that was fun.
yeah. I used to walk there. It'd take me like an hour.
I know, that's crazy, man. You didn't have a damn bike or scooter?
I don't
Jeez.
know. I think I had a bike. It was, no, but I think I would usually go with a buddy, and only I had a bike, so I wasn't gonna ride the bike and just have my buddy walking. So,
Yeah, yeah. We've done that one. One last one for you. And this one you won't relate to it, but going drinking 3 nights in a row. But you can imagine how back
oh,
then, say in your 20s, you
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah, I
You
can.
could go out and technically do something like that.
Yeah,
Uh, go out and get a drink, go out the next night, go out the next night. Today, man, just it's not happening. Something like that's not happening.
yeah, yeah.
One night's enough. Okay, hey, let's get into some OC news, and then later I have a movie for you that you should not watch.
Okay.
Absolutely do not watch. And do you have anything for OC news?
Yeah. Yeah. I wanted to talk about Free Comic Book Day. It's always the first Saturday of May. So I went there, took the family. We went to Toons Comics and Toys in Tustin.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I lived near there for a little while. When I had that apartment in Santa Ana, so that was my go-to shop. Um, I still go there sometimes, but yeah, great place for Free Comic Book Day. They have like 40 different comic books on the wall that are all free, and you go and pick which ones you want. So it's a great atmosphere. The guy there was dressed up like a Red Guardian. The guy who works there, taking pictures and acting crazy like him. It was fun, man. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool, man. That's a cool thing that they do that for, and it's not just for kids, right? Like you can go and
No,
get
it's
one.
yeah, anyone because yeah, they have like older ones that aren't for kids, and then they have comics for
Oh,
kids too. So yeah, a whole section,
okay,
cross section. Yeah.
sweet. That was in Santa Ana.
Tustin.
Tustin.
Yeah, right next to Santa Ana.
Okay. Real cool, man. Well, you mentioned earlier that I was a bobblehead collector.
Yeah, yeah.
And I recently received one that's probably my favorite now, and I wanted to show it to you guys.
Yeah, I know that one. I know that one.
Because it's me. look at look at the Rams hat. Let's see if it
Yeah,
focuses in on the camera.
yeah, yeah. See
And your mom got me this.
yeah.
I went over to your place and she said, I have something for you. And I had seen it because you actually shown it on here. And so I couldn't wait to go pick it up. And just the fact that she did this, I thought was very thoughtful
Yeah.
and just very nice of her. And I appreciate it. And I thanked her and said that this is now my favorite bobblehead in my collection. Um, she did make them give me a beer belly, but um, it's 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 true. But you didn't have to add that part. But it's okay. It's true to form. She actually mentioned that she got this picture from a time that I was either at like your son's birthday or something to do at your place,
Yeah.
and she got that picture, and then that's how she got the bobblehead made. So I just wish that bulge was a little lower, but
Yeah, I don't know why they did that.
but I'll take it. It's awesome, and uh, just appreciate it to her. It was just super thoughtful, man. So thank you to her mom. That was so cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's great. For
Yeah.
Mother's Day, did you see what the video I had done for Mother's Day? Did you see that?
Dang, I don't know. I don't remember. I don't think I did.
Okay, so yeah, so we would always watch Survivor. You know, that was like the family show. So I had the guy who won Survivor season 1, Richard Hatch. You know, infamous guy. I had him do a message from my mom, and it was
Oh.
really nice. Yeah, yeah,
Oh, cool. Okay.
yeah. It was actually an emotional message too, but it was really cool. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I got one more thing for OC News. I went to the circus in Westminster. Did you end up going to that?
No.
No. I think Jimmy would have really enjoyed the hell out of that. Super cool. I hadn't been to a circus, and I couldn't even tell you how many years, man. And so I thought, I'm gonna take my girl, we'll go check it out. And some of the stunts and all that were pretty amazing. It was pretty good. I like the way they did it. There's always a clown who sets it up and whatever not, and he was really good. And the, the theme of the whole thing was that there was a guy that would come in on a phone call, kind of like what's that deal or no deal, I think,
Yeah,
where there's
yeah.
a guy up top that calls the phones in. Okay, so they did it like that, and he would tell the clown, "Hey, I need whatever Jurassic Park or something, right?" Can the clown
Mhm,
acted like a director, and so he would say, "Okay, no problem," and then the people would come out and they would play like Jurassic Park stuff in the background on a big screen,
mhm,
and it would be like some dinosaurs would come out, and different stunts and all this sort of thing that they would do. Um, so it was really neat. The only thing that I would say I had an issue with a little bit was that you would have that going on, and then behind them there would be another thing going on with like the girls trolling around up in the air, and then in
mhm.
the far back there was like some guy stacking up chairs and climbing them and doing headstands on top of the chairs, and which was really cool, but it's like he was so far back
Wow.
and these other two were like over here, and it's just like it was so much to look at. It's like, what the
Mhm.
hell's going on? But that's really my only criticism. um I can't remember the name of the freaking circus, dude, but it was the Westminster Mall right in that parking lot. So that was really neat. It was cool.
Yeah, and the mall is shut down, right? I heard it's gone now.
Yeah. I guess the Macy's just shut down maybe a couple weeks ago or so. We were just at the Macy's like a month and maybe a month and a half ago or 2 months ago. So yeah, that thing's going down, man. Unfortunately,
Yeah, it's
I
crazy.
read that what they're gonna do is knock it all down and build it all up to be like an area, same thing, I guess, but like an area where you can go eat and shop and walk and you know make it all updated. I don't
Like an
know.
outdoor one, or
I think I'm not sure. I don't know. Probably,
yeah,
probably. And they'll probably put up a fountain and some waters, and it's like places to go sit. Though that whole deal because they want to bring in people to hang out and spend some money. I'm sure it'll be
yeah,
nice.
yeah. It's just so weird because you grow up in the mall, like that's where everyone went. So many
Yeah,
people.
man.
Now it's
Yeah, the
dead.
malls, the malls as kids was that was fun, man.
Yeah,
You felt like you left the country.
yeah. I get to go to the mall, see all the
It's
different
like hell
stores.
yeah.
Yeah,
And then your parents would drop you off, so it was just a few of us at 13 years old. It was fun, man.
yeah.
You got anything else for us in news?
No.
All right. Yeah, let's do a couple of you got a couple movies?
Oh yeah. Well, you did mention clowns there, so I'll start off with my clown
All right, and
movie.
guys, if you wanna suggest something, make sure you comment down below. Let us know what you know, something we should check out or something to stay away from, whether it's a movie, show, doesn't matter, documentary. And maybe we'll check it out and see what we think. We also
Yeah,
like just getting new suggestions because that way we can watch something new as well.
definitely. So I did this review for Film Thread, Clown in a Cornfield, and it's a low budget slasher film. Reminded me of the movie Thanksgiving from a couple years ago, Eli Roth, which was kind of a take on Scream, but hey, Scream and Halloween, those are the slasher kings to me. It's hard to reach those levels, but this is a low budget version. The director was on Film Threat on the doing an interview, and he said he made it for 5 million. I saw different articles saying it was only 1 million, but I'll take the director's word for it. But it's just it's a group of kids, in a small town, and this clown is killing people, slashing people up. The event in inventive ways, like there's the old, you know, guy doing the weightlifting thing, and it comes down on him, but this time there's a knife that slashes him, and all that stuff. Um, I think it's cool. The thing that's different for me in this one is they have this big generational divide in this. There's the young kids, and then there's the older people in this, and the older people like really hate the the kids, man, and they're just jerks to them, and uh, seem like they don't care about the kids at all, man. So I like how there's that kind of difference there, and the movie seems like it kind of takes the kids' side, like, oh, these old people, they don't know what they're talking about, they're just,
Hmm.
which is different because usually it's, oh, the kids don't know anything, what's wrong with the kids these days, but it seemed to be like, all right, the adults are the problem here. Um, so just a fun little low budget movie that's in movie theaters. I'm surprised the movie that was only
Oh,
five
it
million
is.
dollars. Yeah, and it it did well for its first weekend. So
Okay.
yeah, if you're into horror, go check that out.
Very cool. Okay. Hey, bring up some White Lotus for me. I won't spend too much time on this one. We watched season 3. Yep, that's the one. Paradise is no vacation. This one took place in Thailand. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it was. And have you seen all three?
I have. I have.
Yeah. What did you think about this one compared to the first two?
I didn't like it as much.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it's really slow moving, and,
Ooh,
and and
sorry. I that's what I had wrote down right here. I have slow moving.
yeah, yeah, and I think the other ones were to a lesser degree, but like I know the first season I binged it, so it was so
100%.
yeah, so it wasn't as big of a difference, but like I like the cast, like there's those WTF moments, like that speech Walter Goggins makes about about the crazy stuff he's doing. I think I talked about that before, but overall, it didn't seem like too much actually happened because the other seasons like crazy stuff goes down and you're expecting all this craziness, and then it's just this time it was kind of like kind of a whimper.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah.
No, I don't mean to say that. I actually did enjoy it
Yeah.
because it's still well done. It's a well done show. It's not,
Yeah.
just some random show where they're trying to put some together. They really did a good job with it. But like you said, it's slow moving.
Mhm.
So if you can handle that, um, I think you'll like it. But out of the three, it was not my favorite.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, the first two were also slow moving, but it did
Mhm.
seem like there was a little bit more going on, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
You pretty much said everything I was thinking. And I think if I remember correctly, they all start the same where, for example, in this one, there's craziness in the very
Mhm.
right in the beginning of the first episode, just
Yeah.
to kind of give you an idea of what's to come.
Mhm.
And then they do the 1 week earlier, and then they bring you up to speed so you can
Yeah.
see why there's craziness.
Yeah. In this one, it was more ambiguous as to what happened. Like the other ones, it was just madness, like that had happened, and you saw it. It's like, whoa, this is gonna be crazy. And this one is kind of like, what's going on here?
Hmm.
And yeah, seems like not as much happens, but it's great acting,
Yeah,
great characters. Yeah.
yeah, that's definitely a constant in this show that the actors are going to be pretty damn good.
Yeah. What did you think about Patrick Schwarzenegger?
um, yeah, damn, that was an interesting character. There was a
Yeah.
few characters on here that were interesting in a different way. They're just like so out there, very
Yeah. Yeah.
weird, kind of. The dad was
Yeah.
a little bit weird, and then the the other dude that wanted to shoot out to where was he gonna go? I think Bangkok or something.
Yeah.
You want to pause?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was a gentleman that was having to fly out to like Bangkok to uh seek revenge, if you will.
Yeah.
I don't want to say much because I don't want to ruin it, but he was a interesting character also. Yeah, just all around really good show. But my least favorite out of the three was definitely season three.
Yeah. I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. Yeah. All right. So next one is our friend of the show, Nicolas Cage.
Oh yeah. He's a friend of the
Yeah.
show. He
Yeah.
loves us
He loves us. He gets distracted by airplanes when we talk
very
to
much so.
him. But yeah, this movie, the surfer, seems like a throwback kind of 70s kind of like movie where so he finds this old beach in, I think it's in Australia, where he grew up, and he wants to buy a piece of land and a big house that he used to live in there. And he takes his son to go surfing at this beach, and the local guys are all rough and mean, and they don't let him get in the water. And so he's just kind of like hanging out at this beach trying to find out what this local surf gang, what their deal is, and they just keep getting crazier and crazier with him and beating him up, and different stuff happens, and he pretty much becomes like homeless living on this beach, and it just descends into more and more like he doesn't have food, he doesn't have his car anymore, all this stuff happens to him, and it gets hard to watch. Like I was really hoping I was gonna like really enjoy this movie. I like Nick Cage, but it became one of those movies that's just hard to watch because of how he gets treated in this movie. Yeah, and there's a horror movie like that from a few years ago called Mandy with Nicolas Cage, but that one at least has more redemption. It's more of a revenge movie, and there's more gore and different stuff. And this one, it's kind of like he's just kind of taking it. Like there's not much revenge in this to feel good about. So
It's just like a bully movie.
yeah, just Nick Cage getting bullied for 2 hours, man.
Wow. I hate Locals Only, man. Not the
Yeah,
movie, but just
yeah,
the whole, like this is my city, or this is my bar. Why'd you walk into my bar? Like, it's not your bar, you idiot. Like, can
yeah,
we stop it with this locals bullshit? I hate that when you go to a city somewhere, it's like, let people enjoy your town. Chill out. It's one of
yeah,
those, this is not
yeah,
that this is my city, not yours, you know. Shut
yeah.
the hell up.
I guess it's even more that way with surfers. I don't surf, so but I've heard that.
That's very true. I
Yeah,
have heard that.
yeah,
Yeah, and it's probably like that with it's almost like it's like gangs, dude. It's like going
yeah,
into gang territory. It's like, oh, what, you can't walk into the freaking liquor store without getting hit up.
yeah.
It's my city, it's my liquor store. Like, it's chill, man. What's wrong with people? Jesus Christ. Okay, I got one more to tell you about.
All right.
I teased it last week, and I said you do not want to watch this movie. This movie's called Aftermath, 1994. It's a short story. It's a short film, horror, Spanish, and it follows this guy who you see there, who works in a morgue, and did not watch this movie, dude. But if you do, let me know what you think. It's actually on Netflix. You can go and check it out right now. It's only about 32 minutes, but don't. And so anyway, so this guy, he actually works with another guy, and they do what they do at a morgue, right? Cut him up, whatever, organs, all that good stuff. So they do what they got to do. But
Mhm.
when this other guy leaves, uh, that's when this guy right here, that's when this guy's fun starts. And this gentleman right here is, in particular, is very enthused by his duties.
Mhm.
So if you watch it, but don't watch it. Uh, let me know what you think about this one, because it's crazy, and you can only imagine what this guy does. And I will say one thing: when he gets home, he does something pretty gross with this dog. With his dog, it's not sexual.
Mhm.
It's
Okay.
not sexual. Don't worry, but it's pretty gross.
Okay.
So yeah, don't watch this one. But if you do, go check it out. It's on Netflix.
So what made you want to watch this, dude? Because I know you're not you're not big into horror, so
I'm not, and it's not. Yeah, it's not a scary movie. It's just as somebody said, don't do it. So
so you had to.
yeah, yeah, pretty much. It was pretty much what it was. Yeah, I'll
Okay.
leave it at that. You
All
decide
right.
if you want to check it out or not. 32 minutes, Spanish horror, Aftermath, 1994, Netflix. But don't watch it.
I'm surprised they have short films on there, man.
They do. They actually have quite a few, man. They do
Okay.
have quite a few. Um, This one, like I said, somebody said, yeah, don't check this out. Uh, people were saying about this one or commenting like, it really messed me up.
Mhm.
I wouldn't go that far.
Okay.
For a few minutes after I watched it, I was kind of like, what the
Mhm.
fuck,
Yeah, yeah.
But it was just a few minutes, and then I moved on with my life. I was like, yeah, okay, whatever, who cares?
Yeah.
uh, but yeah, for a few minutes, yeah, I thought about it. I was like, what the hell, man? What is this? So yeah, don't watch it, but check it out. It's on Netflix.
Would you say it's in the body horror category? Where it's like, do you know what that is? Body horror? No.
N- No.
Where like gross things are happening to the body. Like it's a new kind of category of horror. Kind of.
Oh, okay. Well, it's yeah, I guess it would be like
Mhm.
what would fall into that? Somebody slashing
Uh,
somebody's guts out type thing.
no, like the movie The Substance with Demi Moore, where like her body's going like
Oh,
she's growing big, huge, giant bumps on her body, and gross stuff with the body, like that kind of.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess look, they
Mhm.
like I said, they do what they do in the morgue, right? So
Yeah.
you'll see organs when they got to remove them and that sort of stuff. So there's some of that.
Okay.
Yeah, if that's not something you can handle, then yeah, definitely don't watch it. But if you do, comment below and let us know what you think.
All right. But don't watch
But
it.
don't do it.
All
It'll
right.
mess you up, is what they said.
Yeah. So I've seen Thunderbolts here.
Woohoo! Let's go.
Yeah. 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 I actually did a review on my channel with my wife Olivia today. That's why it says Jason and Olivia. But
Awesome. Okay. Oh yeah.
yeah. Uh, but yeah, I mean, it's kind of what you expect it is, and kind of not. I mean, it's this ragtag band put together, kind of like Suicide Squad, and there's not as much action in this one. It's more dealing with mental health and feelings. Like they battle people with feelings, kind of like.
Okay.
So it's so. I mean, if you're cool with that, it works. Like I liked
I,
it.
I
I,
don't know if I'm cool with that. I've never seen something like that.
yeah, yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah, and it did. It, like you said, I mean, it doesn't completely work for me because of that. Like I liked it. I give it 3 out of 5 hot sauce packets, but I have, my Comic Con group, like we talk about movies and stuff. That like, oh, this is one of the best Marvel movies ever. I'm like, I can't put it up there. Like I
Okay.
liked it, but like, is this with Endgame, Infinity Wars, Spider Man? Like, no, it's not. Like,
I haven't
like,
even watched it. I will watch it, but I haven't. And I'll tell you right now, it's not up there with those.
um,
It's going
yeah,
to be
no,
tough to get up there with those type
no,
movies.
it's tough, and they do try something different. I don't think it completely works, but like I love the main character there. Yelena, played by Florence Pugh, and I love Red Guardian. The guy's hilarious, man. There's funny stuff in here, but yeah, there's certain things that bothered me, and I did a spoilers review talking about the things that bothered me. But yeah.
Okay. Don't we have a Fantastic Four coming?
Yeah, yeah, and there's a little tie-in with the Fantastic Four in this.
Is this one of those movies where you got to stick around after to check out
Oh
something
yeah,
cool?
definitely. Every Marvel movie is like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, two.
Okay.
There's 2 scenes after that you got to stick around. Yeah,
Mm,
one making a joke about this poster here because it's a Wheaties box joke.
right.
Yeah, yeah, but
Yeah. The Wheaties box for sure.
yeah, but it's worth seeing, worth checking out.
Hmm.
Yeah, not one of my favorite Marvel movies though.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely want to see it though. Anyway, I really do.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you think I'll like it? I like all the
I,
Marvel stuff.
I I think you'll like it, but I think you'll have a problem with some of it, like I did.
Okay. Yeah, I don't like feelings. Feelings stupid.
Stupid feelings.
Stupid feelings. Okay. All right, cool. Do you have another one, or should we get on out?
No, that's it. But yeah,
Anything you're watching right now that you're starting to
Oh,
get into?
oh yeah. Wait, I do have something I want to show here. Um, Let me bring it up. Let me get it. There's this crazy show. I don't know if you've seen it or not.
Survivor?
Oh yeah, Survivor. No, it's with this guy here, Nathan Fielder, a comedian. It's called The Rehearsal. It's on HBO Max. Um, Now, the show, it's kind of hard to explain if you haven't seen it,
What's it
but
called?
The Rehearsal.
The Rehearsal. Okay.
So this dude is super OCD, man. Like to a degree I've never seen before, man. So
He's an OC
everything,
dude.
yeah, OC dude. So everything he does, he's got to rehearse multiple times. And he does
Okay.
this for other people too. Like the very first episode of season 1, it's in season 2 now. But the first episode of season 1, there's this guy who wants to tell one of his friends about he told them this lie years ago, and it's been eating him up that he lied to them because they've been uh, they've been sending him these job like sending him jobs to go apply for, but he doesn't qualify for those because of the lie. So Nathan sets this guy up, like he recreates the bar that they go to down to every last detail. They have like imaging recreate everything that's in the bar. He gets all these actors, and he has the guy rehearse multiple times, like how he's going to tell his friend, like, "Hey, I lied to you," this kind of thing.
Okay.
So he does that, but every little thing this dude does, he's got to rehearse. Like before he does that, he's got to rehearse telling the guy that like he's gonna do this show. So he has an actor playing the guy that he's gonna tell, like, okay, you're gonna be on this show. He rehearses that, and he throws out some weird jokes to see how that lands too, and like, and
Okay.
yeah, and it just the show gets nuts, man, because even in like episode 2, like there's this chick who wants to know what it's like to have kids. So he has kids, play house with her. He gets her a house, and these kids come over, and she like watches them, and different ages, like all throughout their developmental stages. And and he decides he wants to do it too. So he's playing house with this lady, and like they're seeing how their kid would grow, and she's super religious and wants to put her beliefs onto it. And yeah, it gets crazy. But season 2, I think, is even better because he's come to this realization about aviation disasters, that most of them happen because the captain and the co-pilot have communication issues. Like he studied all the logs, and he has actors recreate all these disasters too.
Oh wow.
And it's always because like the captain does something wrong, and the co-pilot knows it, but the co-pilot doesn't feel like they're in a place to say anything about it, and they
Mm.
crash
Wow.
because of the power dynamic. Because the captain can get the co-pilot fired if they want to.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's not gonna listen to him.
he's not going to listen. So he's doing in season 2. He's doing this thing where he's getting real pilots, and trying to get them to interact better. Like he noticed when the real ones, when they go to the airport and they're hanging out in the lounge before the flight, they don't talk to each other at all. There's no communication at all, like
Mm.
with these real ones. So he's trying to put them in these different scenarios where they come out more, and they're able to talk more, and they're able to like hash out these weird personality traits and stuff. So it's just a crazy show. Like and it's really funny at times because the dude is weird, man. But
It looks like it.
yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like I would get anxious watching this shit.
Some of it, yeah, yeah. especially with the lady who is really religious, and she's telling him like, "Hey, you can't. I don't celebrate Halloween." He's like, "Why?" He's dressed up as Batman, and the kids dressed up too, and they're all playing. She's like, "Oh, don't you know it's a satanic holiday?"
Right.
He's like, "What?" And he's getting all freaked out because he's OCD.
It's like, oh no.
Yeah.
That's funny. Okay. Yeah, that sounds interesting. Probably the only show of its kind. I've never heard of something like this. So
No, I never. Yeah,
very unique.
my buddy Eric recommended it. Yeah, and it's just great.
All right.
I'll
That was
try it.
Max.
Max. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. And the other one that's almost over that I talked about before, The Studio with Seth Rogen, amazing.
Oh, right.
Yeah, one of my favorite shows that has one more episode left, and that
Okay.
just amazing.
Yeah. Apple. Correct.
Apple, yeah, kind of behind the scenes of Hollywood, and it goes deep behind the scenes, and very funny stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. I've been watching The Bear.
Oh, The Bear.
So I'll give you a what's up with that one. I didn't want to watch it. I was like, okay, a bunch of people in the kitchen, and I get it. It's gonna get crazy probably, and yeah, it does. That's kind of the main thing.
Yeah.
But it is pretty good. We're both really enjoying it. My girl and I were both really enjoying it right now. So yeah, I can't think of his name now, but he's a badass. Obviously, he's a really good actor, man.
Yeah.
He's
Jeremy White.
White. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's great in everything he's done thus far that I've seen. So
Yeah. He is.
yeah. So okay. Cool, man. We'll talk about that next time probably.
All right. Any thoughts on the NFL schedule release or the Lakers going out or?
Yeah, I did see that. I didn't take a really good look at it. I just saw that the Rams had they'll be playing the Eagles, they'll be playing the Lions. They have kind of a tough schedule, I believe. But I have to take another look at it and see what's up with it. Yeah.
Chargers did a Minecraft schedule release. Their social media team is always great, man. It was pretty funny.
I noticed that other teams did something like that too.
The Colts, and they took theirs down because they made a joke about Tyreek Hill, and they took it down. Yeah.
Oh no! Oh, somebody saved it. Somebody has it somewhere.
Oh, someone has it. But Tyreek Hill tweeted. He was like, "You shouldn't have taken that down. That was funny."
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, man. Yeah, we're gonna do something with sports. Probably from here on out. Have an idea. I'll run it by you. See what you think.
All right.
I'll tell you after this. All right, man.
All right.
Let's get on now.
All
Smash
that like button and subscribe and
suggestions, like we said.
Yeah.
Peace.
All right.